man. You need holy oil. You need to sit
You wanna
down
be
in
a
the holy
diva?
oil. You need to go get a church bath and
Oh
cleanse your
yeah, yeah,
body.
because he got the tattoo and doing all the
Right?
like wig
I think
stuff.
you are confused.
You might think that because you're closed-minded, but it's one love, bro.
What's the next engagement? What's the next clip? Don't lose yourself. Don't sell your soul, man.
OJ, if you with me, set it off camera. You could have pulled me aside. I'd love to talk to you off camera. Why you saying that camera?
When it comes to being a content creator, you'll be surprised at how many people hate you for just being yourself, and the overall positivity normally shuts down the negativity that's happening. Unfortunately, when it comes to it being your own community or even friends around you, that support tends to break and wear you down, and that seems like what's happening with Plaqueboymax in this OJ Suave situation, where Max has been getting a lot of hate on the internet recently for some tattoo choices, wig choices, and just the way that he's overall expressing himself recently. While we thought his community and other people around him would be able to have his back, somebody that he actually thought he was cool with came up to him and started berating him, talking about his parents might be ashamed, talking about his tattoos, and basically overall sending him a bunch of hate and negativity, and then not caring afterwards when it made him upset, to the point that he even ended his 24-hour stream he had going on for Stream University because of how much that
Yo, he
actually
ended
hurt
his
his
stream.
feelings. But I don't want to yap too much, so why don't we start from the very beginning with who even are any of these people, and how do we get here in the first place?
I'm gonna ask you this again because I asked you yesterday. Would you ever get my name tatted?
First of all, that was less than 8 hours ago.
Still yesterday.
Second of
What
all,
did he
the
say?
answer is still no.
Okay, I'll ask tomorrow then.
For anyone that's unaware, that right there is Plaqueboymax, a very well-known streamer who has been dipping his toes into rapping and creating all sorts of content. And most recently, last month, he was getting hated on a lot for a couple of design choices he decided to make, like putting on a wig.
Yeah, I also didn't like love it, we can say, like the wigs, all the tattoos, turning into a diva. But at the end of the day, it's his choice, you know, it's his life, he can do
Getting a
whatever
new
he wants.
tattoo, getting some new piercings, and a lot of people had him under a very heavy microscope, making all sorts of comments on him left and right, because he decided to experiment not only with himself, technically, by getting literal tattoos and piercings, but also just with his overall style.
Structurally, it's not so small.
What the?
Do it look cool?
Oh, so he got a
For
piercing
anyone
right
that
here.
don't know, I got nose piercing, right? I got a nose ring yesterday, and then I woke up. I'm like,
Where?
I don't want this motherfucker no more. Like, you feel me? So I took that out. Let's say diva though. Now, chat. Where did this tattoo rank amongst the tats? Now, chat. We got some crazy. Talking about.
Oh my god.
Wait, what the?
Man gets a wig put on before his Summer Smash performance.
We gotta go fast. We gotta go fast. I feel like heroin.
To piercings, to wigs, to trying out new tattoos, to getting out piercings, to getting dermals, Max has just been experimenting a lot with his overall
Like,
style.
trying to put a wig just before a performance, I think is the worst time. Like, you have literally people in front of you. I think the best time would be like on stream or whatever.
And the things that he can do to accessorize himself as a whole. Now, obviously, all of these things don't stay. That is a wig. He eventually took it off. Even one of his piercings that had a P, he took that out because he didn't like it as much. And most people obviously had a crazy reaction to this, specifically the diva tattoo, where people were making entire think pieces, calling him gay, calling him all types of things. Even people from his own comm started switching up on him, saying that Max had changed, calling him all types of weird names. And because of that, he had a small little crash out moment. But most recently, he has been doing perfectly fine, still experimenting with himself and still not really caring about what people say. And that's also partly due to the fact that he got into Streamer University, where he's been going crazy, getting viral moments, clips left and right, and overall seemed like to be in a upbeat mood during a 24-hour stream the entire time, until yesterday, where he ended up ending the stream because of a crazy interaction he had with a fellow content creator that rubbed him the wrong way.
Oh, this one. I didn't hear the first time.
Yeah, diva.
Yeah, diva,
Why
he
you
said.
wanna be a diva? Why you wanna be a diva? Man, you need holy oil, right? You need to sit down in the holy oil. You need to go get a church bath and cleanse your body, right? I think you are confused. I think you need some guidance. I think your parents feel a little way about that. I think you're clip farming and you're getting your clips. You pushing the persona. You smart. You loyal. I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You've been at this. But you are not a diva. Diva's bent over. I don't think you're bent over. You're not the little boys in Clover. You're not Tota. You're not a diva. You are a grown man. Plaqueboymax, not Plaqueboybatty.
Oh, so I think he's trying to say he's just acting up for the views, you are not Tota and whatever, right? Like he's grown, like he's older right now.
Boy, are you gonna tell your son that you are a diva? Daddy, what's diva? Hey, get the fuck out of here. That is an abomination, Max.
Don't get it messed up. A lot of people, while Plaqueboymax was at SU, was bringing up the diva stuff, was bringing up the comments, the wigs, all that, but none of them, one, went this hard and were actually serious about it. They were all clip forming. I want you to know, I cut this clip off a little bit short, because I'm gonna play the rest of it later, but he continues on going with no interruptions from Plaqueboymax, no one saying anything, just continuously degrading and talking bad about this man. And if you go back to the very beginning of that clip, you can see how happy Max was to walk up and talk to him. He probably hasn't talked to OJ, which is the name of that creator who's talking right now, in a long while,
Oh,
because
so they know each other.
he is not even on social media right now. And he just came out of nowhere talking bad about this man, disrespecting him for no real reason. And I truly don't understand how someone can sit here and talk with this much certainty in their voice, calling someone a demon, calling someone an abomination, and then bringing up their parents, talking about you need to have a conversation with them all over a tattoo and a couple of design choices. I would sit here and say, even if he is being genuine, this is a conversation you can have off camera because of how crazy he's going. But it also makes me feel like he is just clip forming, because there is no reason to go this hard if you're truly being genuine.
I am not proud of
Majority of the people there, they just want to clip farm at the end of the day.
you. I'm proud of everything else you did. Nominations, changing the game, changing your skin to Baki, Diva. Diva start with D. Diddy. What else? You know, it's like this, Max. You know, I could speak like this because after the clips go up and they don't like me, I don't use social media no more, so I can be a for life. When you keep
Wait,
pushing
he
that barrier,
didn't use social media anymore. Then what the hell are you doing here?
Max. When you keep pushing
Wait,
that
what?
barrier and time passes, what happens? What next? What's the next engagement? What's the next clip? Don't lose yourself, don't sell your soul, Max. They want your soul because you changed the game. Don't sell your soul. You know I have a soul. You know I don't hold my tongue. You know you
Like he was happy in the beginning. Now he's just upset.
me up as a big streamer in my chat. You didn't mention it. You don't know how much I appreciate you, but you bigger than that, nigga. Don't forget niggas like you for your personality, nigga. Is you crazy? You need to put on no persona, nigga. You broke through with music. Is you crazy? So nigga suck my niggas don't like you. It's like the character. But your main niggas like you. Don't let niggas rage bait you on your own stream. Is you crazy, nigga? You him, nigga. You not no diva, nigga. What the fuck? Oh, not drive that. That's not true.
God damn, he's going
on.
on.
No diva, nigga. What the fuck? I'm a pop it because I'm not gonna get no comments today. Fuck you talking about? I'm gonna get my I'm gonna say SU. But I'm not no diva. Fly though, you got fire, I'll give you that. You have to dime me on that. You got fire. I'll give you that. You fly. You're not no diva.
Talking about you're one of the first ever big streamers to sub to me, and then you're going to talk to this man like that, degrading him, going on an entire rant.
That's
uninterrupted,
crazy.
by the way, by not only background people, but also not his own cameraman, not Max himself, until he decided to walk away. I truly don't understand why OJ felt like he needed to not only say this in front of Max, but also say this on the camera, and then exaggerate as much as he wanted to, because certain people who are trying to defend OJ are saying that no, he's being genuine. This is stuff Max needed to hear, which I don't agree with. But even if he was being genuine and he really cared, he was a content creator. He understands how clips work, to the point he even mentioned it in said clip, saying, oh yeah, once the clips go up, it don't matter because I'm not going to see them anyway. So he understands the content game enough to know that this is going to get clipped, pushed everywhere. So if it was a serious conversation, he should have took it as seriously and told him, hey, let's step away from the camera so I can really talk to you one-on-one. So I really want to tell you this information and how I feel, without clips or without a camera being there. But that's not the case. He was going for clips. He was trying to degrade this man in front of his entire audience and even the rest of the internet, because he knows that clips are going to go up. And when Max has a response that isn't going back and forth with him and is just trying to be genuine to his chat, people are starting to look at him crazy.
I don't really want to chill with niggas. I want to just chill. I've been streaming this whole time. And I have
he's upset.
You know, people just really just accepted me for who I am, honestly, the whole time. So it's just felt like, damn, I felt like I enjoyed this shit again. You know, the reason I turned the camera back on is because I want to be real with y'all. Like, that's why I started doing shit in the first place, because streaming ability, I feel like, streaming, give me the ability to do that. That's why I love it in the first place. I feel like I've always been able to be me. And even if niggas who don't fuck with me, or like viewers and fans, like if they, how do I explain it, hate on me or don't fuck with me, that's cool. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know them. But on my own platform, it's like, damn, bro, if you fucked with me and really felt that way, why would you say on the stream in front of hundreds of niggas? You don't care about me for real. You just don't know it go viral.
Yeah, because
bitch, this
Max
is me,
is
nigga. I'm pretty.
it's up to
This
him.
me, nigga.
Like,
I don't
come
give a
on.
fuck, bro. I might be a little weird, bro. I might test some shit. Niggas get cold, bro. They got gay. I don't give a fuck. What's wrong with being gay? There's nothing wrong with that shit, bro. Y'all niggas is whack. You're corny. And you just think how the next nigga think. You don't have your own mind, bro. That shit whack. But I'm gonna be myself, regardless. None of y'all niggas fucking with me. I don't care. You might think that shit because you're closed-minded, but it's one love, bro. It's one love. It don't matter. Niggas gay, it don't matter. They straight. It don't matter, bro. Why don't we just love each other, bro? So, I don't care, bro. Fuck OJ. If you fuck with me, nigga, you said that shit off camera. You could have pulled me aside.
Yeah,
I'd love to
that's
talk to
true.
you off camera. Why you saying that shit on camera?
Like,
I
he
should have
wanted
mentioned that
clips.
Max is intoxicated during all of this. Y'all could probably pick that up from how
Yep.
he's acting, how some of the people are acting around him, but they were just at a Streamer U party. But even with that being said, the way that Max is reacting is very genuine. He is obviously upset, and even though this man's voice is fried to no end, he is still screaming and showing how
Yeah.
passionately not only he loves himself, his community, but also how he understands why that was disrespectful, because it's showing that OJ doesn't actually care about him or respect him in any way. It's the point of going on his own stream to disrespect him, knowing that the clips are going to go viral, and then walking away, even saying in the midst of getting a clip, he doesn't care because he's not going to be on the internet anyway. Even though Max is, he still has to stream the next day, he still has to
Yeah.
post content. So not only are people going to be bringing this up, but they're going
And
to
that's the part
rehash old
I
stuff
don't
that he
get
thought was
it.
in the past now. He came to Streamer U, was feeling a lot of love, was getting accepted by a bunch of people, and now all of a sudden, all the hate he thought he left behind is coming right back. And thankfully, other people that are seeing this, like his roommate Wardrobe and Rakai, went up and confronted OJ because they felt like it was disrespectful.
OJ, come here.
Yo.
It ain't no yo. Come here. Second of all, I don't know why you trying to be funny or some talk shit about Max. Like, he didn't do nothing. Did he say something to you? You went up to him. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you bullied him first, right?
Oh,
so if
I
he say
bullied-
some shit about you first, then it's gonna be a problem though, right? I'm not done.
Is this a clip?
I'm not done.
Is this a clip?
No, because I can put the cameras down.
No.
I can put the cameras down.
No, but I want to have
No,
a
'cause I can put the cameras
When
down.
Max walked away from me.
He walked away from you because he felt uncomfortable with you. Obviously,
Okay,
you
but
coming
I'm a
up there
person,
pressing
I'm a
him.
human being
Okay,
on
you're a
the
human
camera.
being bullying
Yeah,
other
after like 10 minutes of bullying, he walked away.
human
No
beings
shit.
over somebody that didn't do nothing.
bullying.
He's going to the club. What the fuck do the club got to do with him doing this and that, doing this and that?
Perceive it as bullying.
No, it's not.
I
I'm there.
perceive it
No.
as-
Oh, what do you perceive it
You know
as?
what's crazy?
No, what do you perceive
You
it
know what's
as?
crazy?
What
I'm
do you
trying to have
perceive
a
it as?
conversation
I'm in the
with-
middle of talking. You keep interrupting me. I'm actually, go ahead, talk.
I had a conversation with Max. Max walked away. If Max felt away, I've been knew Max. Max was one of the first streamers I knew. I feel like as a person to a person, if you feel away about something, you enlighten me. You don't walk away. This
I'm
is
not.
my
I'm
opinion.
not listening
But
to
you
anything
don't
you're
care
saying.
about my opinion.
I really don't. I really don't give a fuck because you still
just
disrespecting somebody
perceive
either
me
way.
as bullying him.
You're literally, that's what you do. That's literally what she did. All clips need to be confronted. I'm confronting you about what I just saw.
All clips.
All clips, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
bullied our
Okay.
favorite Max, and he
Oh my God. Look at how there's
What the hell are you doing?
and I'm gonna mail something to his address to let him know he violated my Maxi Waxy.
Nah,
It
he's
feels like
crazy.
everybody around OJ is taking the situation seriously besides him. Yes,
Besides
Wardrobe
him,
might have
yeah.
came off a little bit aggressive in some people's eyes, but honestly, he did let him talk and was consistently getting interrupted and still let him go first to say something, and what he said came and amounted to completely nothing. You came on another person's platform to talk and disrespect them, knowing how the internet is going to take that, and at the end of the day, don't care. Because when you're confronted about it, asked to talk about it, this is the Novelty Supercut. He went on and said way more, calling their interaction a Black Mirror episode, saying that once he goes home, no one's gonna care. He doesn't take the situation seriously because he doesn't even see these people as actual people. He went back and forth with this man for a good minute, making jokes the entire conversation and saying if Max actually felt away, he would have said something, as if anybody who was in that same situation or anybody who was watching those clips can tell that Max is obviously uncomfortable.
First of all, number one,
Yeah.
I'm not even say
Human
that.
and get out your head.
You being human, girl.
so-
all
okay,
humans deserve respect. You
okay,
got them little ass
okay,
breasts on.
so-
You doing the most.
okay, so
okay, but I'm asking you a question and I'm
okay,
telling you to
but you're not trying to hear-
apologize or don't apologize.
Okay, you see what I'm talking
apologize
about?
or don't
But you're not being
apologize.
a person.
Apologize or don't apologize.
Oh my gosh.
Apologize or don't
This-
apologize.
We are in a Black Mirror
Apologize or don't
episode.
apologize.
Yo, I wish.
I just said put the
somebody-
cameras
just
down.
clowning,
What
that's it.
is confronting
It's just-
somebody
it's
a
just-
Black Mirror episode? What is confronting somebody in Black Mirror? I said put the cameras down.
But you don't even let me finish.
No, I'm not letting you finish because I don't give a fuck what you about to say because it's bullshit.
You don't.
I just said you can put the cameras down and everybody can move out the way. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. What does a Black Mirror episode have to do with motherfucking having a conversation about you disrespecting another motherfucking human being?
You came here to address
exactly. And I'm asking you, okay, address it. Okay, address it. Go. Address it. Address it. Address it. Address it.
When we go
address it.
It's just
address it. Address it.
Not a person.
Address it. Go. Go. Address it.
Anybody who tells me OJ actually cared, he was dropping the real knowledge to Max, he really had to let him know, or lying. There is no way you can sit here and watch any engagement he has with anybody else after the situation happens and tell me he truly cared about Max. And he was really just trying to enlighten him and letting him know how he felt about the decisions he was making from his perspective. Because there are not only many ways he could have went about it differently to make sure that Max wouldn't be berated or that so this stuff wouldn't happen, but he truly doesn't care. Not only from the Max perspective, but even the people that are confronting them, calling them not human, saying it's a Black Mirror episode because they just want an explanation, and he truly doesn't want to give in or feed into any of it. Thankfully, it is just OJ on an island by himself, and it might be a couple of random chatters here and there trying to agree or defend him, but everybody else, even the people on the Streamer U campus, actually have a functional frontal lobe and not only feel bad for Max, but feel like OJ is having this weird altercation that didn't need to happen.
Bro, my nigga, bro, I gotta check up on Max, bro. You see that shit?
What happened?
Oh, y'all didn't see that shit?
You know they.
He started crying.
Why?
Cause like somebody I also do know, I'm cool friends with him. OJ was like, he blacked on him for like he wearing wigs, he tattooing Diva. He's like, he sold his soul. And Max is Max is so excited to see OJ. It was like, yo, you're fit hard. Bro, he went in on him, gang. Max got quiet. Max got hella sad. He been happy this entire
everybody's voice is fried.
time.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, you gotta let people do what they wanna do. What the fuck? You don't get nothing out of telling them what you can do or can't do.
I'm not gonna lie. What you say? What you say? I didn't know. They just say, give me a chance. They just say, so the soul, Mr. Old Man. Basically, like, for like 2 minutes straight, just like, Max is quiet, and this guy's just like, what you mean you a diva? You're not no diva, Max. Why you say you a diva? All this stuff. I'm like, you gotta represent, like, just like, going at it, like, how he is. So, like, what's the next clip? He's like, what's the next clip? What's the next clip you gonna do? Like, what?
You lying? You call Max a demon?
Yeah, it's a demon. It's a deeper demon.
He said,
but I'm saying it in a Jamaican accent.
Diva
Max,
on
Max,
him.
Yeah, diva.
Wait, hold on. Is he calling him demonic?
Because he
Oh my
said
gosh, you
diva.
the clip, Rakan. You the clip, bro.
How's that a clip? You actually asked a question.
Nah, but I did. But I'm joking like in a Jamaican manner.
But you
And
did
Max,
not, though.
Listen.
No, that's not joking. Like, he was clearly upset.
This is not good
So,
news.
yeah,
Like, if someone is
Anybody else
upset,
who was hearing
that's
the
no joke.
situation be talked about and hearing what OJ said about Max for literally no reason has the exact same reaction. Why are you doing this? Why are you saying this? And you're overstepping the bound for no real reason. And a bunch of people who are all culminating together to try and talk to OJ to not only get him to apologize, but also understand why people are upset, are also pulling up the random excuse of,
He doesn't wanna
Max is a
understand.
grown adult. Why is he acting this mad? Why is he being this frustrated? And that drives me insane because I don't know at what point in time you're supposed to hit a magical age and all of a sudden become devoid of feelings. No amount of influence, no amount of age is going to take away your actual emotions. At the end of the day, he is still a human being. Yes, this might be surprising to you. Words are still going to hurt probably into now and forever. He does content, which means he has thicker skin than most people, but that doesn't mean he is devoid of all feelings. That's just not how any of this works. And even Max himself has talked about this in the past, saying that he most likely wouldn't care about what OJ was saying, but it just hurts more when it's somebody you actually like and somebody you feel like is supposed to be
because
cool
he
and
subscribed
you
to
trust.
him.
Nah,
Like, he
it's
was
just a
one of
thing
the
where,
biggest streamers that is subscribed to him.
Like, I do a lot of shit that I think make people mad, but I'm aware of this. Like, it's just part of who I am. But he's like, there was something that happened on stream where I got frustrated because like it's one thing for a random person to hate on me, but then if if it's somebody that is like feel like they're part of my community or they're a friend, or because I look at my fans as friends.
Right, like random people who cares, but when it's like somebody that you would take.
So I'm not gonna lie.
I also are probably wondering, yo, Novely, why are you going so hard in this video? If you watch my other Plaqueboymax videos, it is well known that I fuck with Max, not just as a streamer, but just as a creator. I mess with his content, his TikToks, his music, all of that. So seeing people tear down this man who genuinely does try when it comes to reinventing stuff, when it comes to his streaming,
music, man.
reinventing stuff when it comes to his music
Pretty
is
good.
mind-boggling to me, because they will also try to sit here and make up every excuse as to why he is in the wrong in order to fit their narrative. One big reason, and last thing I'm gonna touch on for the end of this video, is people saying that Max can't take a joke. OJ was obviously joking when he was talking to Max. When he was berating him, he was putting on a Jamaican accent to troll like they used to do in the old days, and Max just can't take a joke, which isn't the case. Even though you can obviously tell this type of stuff is very sensitive to him, people in Streamer U have made jokes about it, that being even his own roommate, and he took it and just laughed about it later.
I don't like niggas, bro.
I said straight face.
I don't like niggas, bro.
Like, I'm probably down to you.
Bro, like I said, like
wig time.
But the difference is that here he's joking around.
You feel me? You both that glue. You need a ball
Like
cap.
there he
Like,
was
bro,
upset.
I'm
At that
true,
point,
does not
you
know this, bro.
should stop.
What?
You know?
You got the diva tattoo?
Yeah, it's right here.
Slay queen.
Not a queen. I'm a prince.
But everybody's gonna have a chance to get a cut to that.